Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a great time. I'm so happy to be here at ISU. We're surrounded by people who are truly amazing, who really believe in big changes and really believe in dreaming and how space can help us bridge this big gap or sometimes small gap into what healthcare and space can be related. Okay, so just to be a really quickly, let me introduce myself. My name is Ian Dux. I'm a former military medical officer from the Mexican Army. My background comes from medicine, comes from military operation, and also it comes from a lot of medical evacuations from air and land. And one of the things that I've learned through all my career in the Army was the problem that we have, the problem that time it's really important, and sometimes the stress and the fatigue and the convenience of having a patient and a life in your hands can be so hard. So we, OrbitResq, we are a team of doctors, of engineers, of entrepreneurs and businessmen. And our main goal is to help bridge this gap between healthcare and space technologies to really push the boundaries of what space can do for Earth. Okay, so let's see what's our problem. The problem that I first encountered, and we're gonna rewind the time to 2023. If you remember about the earthquake that happened in Turkey, it was pretty big. So what they identified, the first responders, and this is our main goal. We are focused, our target group, it's first responders. They managed to identify three key elements that we're gonna see. One, coordination. All the coordination during Turkey was made through WhatsApp. All the information passed through WhatsApp. Then navigation. People, first responders, were not able to recognize zones or disaster zones where victim density were huge. And the third one, it was a triage. So with the triage, it was a big problem for them because they weren't able to register the patients, and then they didn't know the initial treatment of these patients. So OrbitResq, our solution, comes with a dashboard. We developed this dashboard that is going to support our first responders. First responders are going to be able to be in the field where it matters most. So we're leveraging with Copernicus, with Galileo satellite information data, and our AI engineers developed a routing smart system, which we were able to prove in our next demo that is going to be that we're going to show later. So what we offer is victim density mapping, dynamic route optimization, a rapid triage tool, and hospital alerting, so we can have a good patient knowledge of where to go, how to go, and without the stress of moving these patients. Now we're going to show you the demo. This demo dashboard, it's our first prototype. Our engineers were able to use their own AI smart routing system, where we use the case of Syria, Turkey earthquake 2023. We first identify or use the images from the satellite of Copernicus and Galileo from before and after the disaster. The AI that the engineers were able to develop recognized the buildings that were obstructing these routes or evacuation routes, and then it was moved into the shortest and closest hospital so we can do an effective evacuation. Also, the dashboard has a good triage management tool in which with just one click, you can present your patient, see the status of your patient, and go into 3 different colors, could be green, yellow, or red, meaning if it's urgent or if it's just transitory, and we can continue with our evacuation. So what's important about this, it's our first phase could be composed of just the dashboard and could be sold to local EMS, even to policemen, ambulance, which could help with the triage assessment. But our second phase consists of enable our engineers to go into an AI in the satellite or in the onboard computer back in orbit, which we could have satellite images, which are raw data, can be processed in orbit and then sent directly to our first responders, so we can have faster and smarter recognition of this routing system. So the main issue or the main importance that I want you to take from this is that images, or in this case, space technology, satellite technology, can and will be helpful for disaster management evacuation. In this case, we were able to prove it through our real case scenario, Turkey, and I think it's really important we can bridge this gap between space technology, between what it really could help us. Okay, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet you.